second or two there where one of your players may have seen his life flash.
What we saw in that game, you know who in his right mind is trying to beef up Adama Traore? It took Carrick 3 games to win 3 games in a row. It took Amorim 47. Guys, just deep that a little bit. Casemiro, farewell. This guy is doing
5 goals, right?
he's got 5 goals. Just one behind Gyökeres.
Solanke, he is an Arsenal fan. We saw your rendition of Olivier Giroud's scorpion kick. This almost goes to Giroud's scorpion kick.
I generally think you guys must have given the Solanke some compound V.
Professional footballers sometimes. I don't think that they think correctly sometimes. Someone like Nico Williams today, saving with his hand in an era where there's almost 50 cameras around the stadium. Why even do that? Hello everybody and welcome back to 4 at the Back podcast. As you can see today we're playing 3 at the back. No Amorim, but we remember him. We remember him by, such formations. Today, unfortunately, one of our members got a red card in Chelsea's honor. It's been so long since Chelsea got a red card, so he was tired.
It was time. He may have been in that scuffle. Right at the end of the game there.
Yeah, Adama scuffle, we can't say.
Someone had to say your job, Pedro.
It was more like the Cucarea massacre.
Man, oh man. So much to talk about this weekend, and we can't wait to get right into it. But before that, let's introduce the hosts. I'm your host, Ted Kodawa. My co-host, Alexander Buridi. And someone who supports a team that might actually win the league this year, as painful as that is.
Oh, you support Man City?
Man City. Oh, I thought we all support teams that won this weekend, but no, I support Arsenal, the team that's actually first in the league. So I think when you're first, you're more likely to go on to win the Premier League. So I'm hoping that that's the case. So,
we should. Arsenal, that's not always a guarantee.
Yeah,
First, does not really mean anything. But you know what? Let's get back to business.
Seeing as we're already on that topic, let's start ahead with Arsenal versus Leeds. Fun fact of the day. Leeds have gifted Gyökeres 50% of his league goals this season, actually. Now, I understand. I've never understood or known Leeds for being a giving club like that, but you love to see it, guys. You love to see it. Hopefully, they can do the same for everyone else in the league. Not just for Gyökeres. I don't know. We don't like this favoritism, stuff like that. So,
we will swing that out so Shesko can get a few gifts.
Maybe so. That would be nice. Because Shesko doesn't get penalties.
He doesn't need those gifts though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's on 5 goals now, but
5 goals?
Yeah.
Oh god.
All competitions?
6 actually.
Or 6.
So 5 in the Premier League.
Oh yes.
Same as.
No, Gyökeres is on 6 now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, I just forgot.
But I think
respect.
But I think he has 2 penalties or 3 penalties in there somewhere. Maybe.
I'm not sure. Arsenal?
I think he has 2 penalties.
Yeah. So if we're counting on penalty goals, I think it's just
more.
So that's all we have.
Yeah. But categories, right? So there's a category for points won with open play goals, points won with side piece goals.
This is it.
I think you guys you keep adding different categories, but as far as I'm concerned, when I look at the goals in the Premier League, right, it just says goals, and I see Gyökeres with 6, and then there are a couple people with 6. Then I scroll and I see like Casemiro, then I see Šeško, then I'm like, okay.
You understand? As he's scrolling, the second top scorer is own goal.
His own goals.
As I hope you saw your legend there. That guy's they're making a name for themselves there. They might win Arsenal Player of the Year.
Arsenal top scorer.
Arsenal top scorer. Own goal.
Hang it in the net.
Oh my god. You might have to make it a statue, man.
Yeah, of course. With the Benfica goalkeeper as well. Transfer target. That's what you can do.
And set Cruz, it's got Arteta shivering, and he's like, Raya, I'm sorry, but if you can't score headers like that, man,
you gotta go.
You know how back in the day, Pep was looking for a keeper who's good with their feet. Arteta is there looking for a keeper who's good with their head.
Yes, that's what Arteta was.
But yeah, no. All in all, it was, I'd say, a crucial game. Obviously, we say well done again to United for last game week, and it's all about how you react. And I think most fans are feeling a lot better than they did last week, because it's looking like, this is when City start to push, get a little bit close to us, but we still have to handle what's in front of us. And I think that was pretty much it was a solid game. I don't think for me Leeds had any crazy maybe 5 or so minutes here and there in both halves where they were pushing and trying to create some chances, but I generally was happy for me to see Arteta trying. Unfortunate first for Saka to come off with an injury, but even the fact that he did start Havertz and dropped Odegaard, that was good to see, and props to Odegaard as well. He did come on and got an assist, and did have I would say more of a attacking sense and threat to his game, so that was good. And obviously Gyökeres getting the goal as well. Mind you, these were not gifts. He actually had to work for them. For defenders, arms wrapped around him and everything. Not many strikers can still get a shot off the way he did. It takes a level of skill.
I knew,
touch.
the ball hit Gyök on his shin.
I was just about to say as well. I don't know. He said get a shot off, and I'm like, that's not
the ball hit ground.
Loud,
Yeah,
yes.
the ball hit Gyök on his shin, and then the ball went straight to the goalkeeper, who then hit the ball into the net. So I don't know what's happening here.
He scored a goal, full stop. And you'll say this.
I mean, Gyök is going to be credited the goal, but
Some good hold up play. Same with even the game, the Champions League game as well, over the weekday. I saw some good. It's more so you're picking and choosing the plays, but the touches that he's getting, the hold up play, and his linking with Havertz, I'm seeing they've been doing something in training. I'm liking what I'm seeing there.
Did you see that Gyök goal in the Champions League?
Yeah, so
Did you see how he almost backheeled it back to Havertz while trying to control the...
I don't understand why whenever Gyök does something, it never looks convincing. Like it happens and you're like, have you thought a mistake? Or was that intentional?
I mean, have you ever played someone in football and what they're doing looks so confusing to them as well? Even you as a defender, you get confused as to what's going to happen next. So they become really unpredictable. That's what Gyök is.
Yeah.
You don't know that his touch is going to be landing there or there. It's a little bit of a...
The best part is even Gyök doesn't
even he does.
Even if you bring and Charles Xavier and tell him to read his mind, bro. Even Gyök doesn't know where the ball is going.
He's like, oh no, I've never seen such in my life. No.
But I'd say I would say when it does work, it's great to have, because I mean we have a lot of criticism obviously with set pieces, which we'll get to the second goal. I'm really not. It was more so our aura with respect to how good we had set pieces. Literally, there was no one around. Honestly, there was literally no one around. There was no one around the keeper.
That was an aura, but we need to investigate these guys for match fixing, because that goalkeeper passed the ball into his own net, bro. And you want to tell me Arteta didn't told his family yesterday?
Kyrie keeps saying how you spoke to Mane, you spoke to... Did you speak to Leeds?
No. I didn't speak to Leeds. I didn't speak to Leeds.
Things they were doing.
Yeah, I didn't speak to Leeds. We're ready to talk to Wits. I've already sent him a message. But honestly, the second goal, I'm really not sure. That just comes from pretty much the fear that most teams have when you get to a corner. I'm not sure what happened.
This unethical football that I'm talking about.
I'm not sure what happened.
Because if you look at the images that came from that United versus Arsenal game, and you look at the moments that Arsenal had a corner, bruh, we're looking at a train in front of goal, bro.
When you put it like that.
What?
No, I mean, yes, I've seen the clips. It doesn't look...
It's not good. Bro, even if you're scoring set pieces. United scores set pieces, bro. But we score ethical set pieces, bro. Ethical things. Not the things you guys are doing to goalkeepers, bro. None of this sending two people to make sure the goalkeeper can't move, and then making sure you're putting a proper in-swinger that all the defender has to do is hit a few people in the way and put the angle the head like this, bro. No skill, no nothing. There's no placement of the header even. You're trying to take the keeper where they've come from. Nah.
No, but
you're just jumping.
Yeah.
I'm doing this, bro.
But we do score those kind of goals with our open play, like crosses, our headers. I think those are pretty. Zubimendi's goal, that's a proper finish.
They say open play, bro. But it was just, the thing is, it's just like a corner from a different angle, because the whole defense was still in the box. Everyone who is just like who is in the situation, same set piece.
If someone took a snapshot of that scene
Yes.
and said, "Guess what this is?"
They'll be like, it's a set piece.
We'd have seen Arsenal, seen how the position of the players.
Nothing had changed.
Like
You put in the first corner, it was clear. They landed back to Ike. Yeah?
They said another one in.
You said another one in. It's the same people who were in there.
That's true.
So the same tactics apply.
Like we said in the previous
necessary.
episodes,
Yeah.
set piece adjacent.
Mind you, this time they had a set piece and then they had another one set piece. So the second goal was a set piece own goal. Oh my god.
It doesn't get better than that for an Arsenal player.
For an Arsenal fan, Arteta must have just been in heaven, that one. Seventh heaven. But to be fair, Arsenal, great bounce back, good to show that the players, yes, didn't give anything to Leeds, so it was great to see that they did show them, that United, we're not slipping up, guys. We're not slipping up.
Yeah.
United was a one-off. I mean, yes, United are on the up, but that was a one-off, and we're gonna be able to be back
Pushing on.
It was good. It's also good to see Jesus come on. I thought he had a pretty decent game compared to the ones I've seen before. And I always say that I like to see some competition in that strike force of yours, because absolutely. I mean, when Gyök is getting comfortable with the way he's playing, even though the goals aren't coming from him, from the team, which you guys are comfortable with, we talked about this before, when things are not going very, very well, and then you still have Gyök up front and Gyök is doing what Gyök does, that's when it becomes a problem. So let's see the other strikers coming on and, also vying for that same slot.
Good goal from.
I mean, it's funny. Yeah, I was about to say you're not speaking one honest. Now that is a goal.
No, yeah,
it's about doing different things, and I believe with now all striking options, you will literally have. And then what I like, at least I'm seeing Arteta is trying to fix basically the attacking threat in open play as well. Having obviously as Madueke started because of Saka's knock, but even having Martinelli on the right as well, which ended up being the Gyökeres assist to a wonderful cross. So at least we're getting players in different positions, which makes it a little bit more unpredictable. I was going to say, like, mind you, yes, Gyökeres may not look like the perfect footballer, but that level of unpredictability is sometimes what you need to get yourselves across the line in whether it be a tight game, not even with respect to the crazy opposition of sorts, but if it's a lot, it's a 0-0, you get I wouldn't say a world-class goal, Jogo-esque, don't know that in short. But yes, that 1-0, and aside from obviously last week when Arsenal go up 1-0, more likely than not we're going on to win that game, and at this point in time it's about getting the results. So I was happy about that.
Good for Arsenal, and let's see whether they can keep going. I mean, they look very likely to stay on there now with the chasing pack not having a good, like, they're not consistent, and in that we're gonna transfer our focus onto Manchester City. But we played Tottenham, and we know City rarely win at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium,
but in this game,
I mean, Tottenham have been terrible this year. But you see, it goes to there's just things in football that you just can't really take for granted, because no matter how terrible they are, City just can't beat them at that stadium.
Yeah, I was going to say
City can go on a 15-game winning streak. Tottenham can go on a 15-game losing streak. But that one game, they're like, anyone can beat us.
Are finished.
But City is not beating us in the stadium, bro. Literally. I mean, City too.
Mind you, the only time when I guess they didn't necessarily beat them or at least stop them was when they actually we needed them to beat City, and then the Son chance and everything like that.
We won't forget that Son chance. We'll never forget that.
So I was definitely, personally, I was very surprised. The first half, if somebody told me that the game was going to end 2-2, I would have sent them to Earth 2.
Yeah.
Not as this, just because generally speaking, they were out. Like, Spurs had nothing in the first half. It was actually a shock that it was only just 2-0. And somehow, like, Solanke, I believe, actually we know that he is an Arsenal fan. So we thank you, Dominic Solanke. We saw your rendition of Olivier Giroud's scorpion kick.
May I think you guys?
It was almost close to Giroud's scorpion kick.
I generally think you guys must have given Solanke some compound V because. You know, I was watching that game. I was watching the highlights of the Ted, and then I went, that's Dominic.
Yes.
The one Solanke, you know.
Is it the same one? Because it's moving different.
I'm telling you, some things in games just. He could try that again another how many times?
Oh, probably.
It doesn't go the same way.
It's not gonna work. But this time,
but this time, just because it's Tottenham versus Man City, it'll go in. But then there are some shouts about Rodri did have a rant afterwards about saying Solanke's first goal was rather a foul on Matchday, which I am inclined to believe that slightly because Gay did put his leg in front of his while he was going for the ball, and Solanke went through his leg and then kicked the ball into goal. So I've seen those more often than not get given as a foul. So
I'm not sure about that because initially they did give it as a Gay own goal, but then again, if you've given it as a Gay own goal, then you've acknowledged that he kicked his leg, but he only kicked the ball because Solanke kicked his leg, which then kicked hit the ball, and then the ball went into the net. So that was, I'm not sure what their thought process was to not give that as a foul.
Yeah,
but mind you, yes, Rodri can have a rant, but on the same time, being the devil's advocate, he definitely should have probably gotten the red card, which to me is when I think about it, it's like that's not what you think of. You know, when someone like Rodri, mind you, he's won the Ballon d'Or. Like we look at the Champions League game, he got a red card as well, losing his head. City losing games where they're up 2-0. So it's definitely like this is showing us this is a different City. Mind you, yes, they can still get challenge and go on their fantastic 15-game unbeaten runs and whatnot, but stuff like that it's showing me that I don't know whether with the rumors of Pep leaving or the team being in transition, but it's just very much unlike them. But granted, yes, I believe that was definitely supposed to be a foul. But then again, that's still 2-1. So you're still expecting City to at least take control of the game and see the game out. Yeah. But well, I guess here we are now, and we're not complaining. So that even makes the final results even better. I'm no psychologist or anything, but definitely I feel like now the pressure is on them to at least not give away another 3 points or 2 points, whatever that may be.
Is heavy.
Yeah, the pressure is heavily on them. And knowing the league, there'll be a correction coming up soon. I believe so. So we'll see whether it's in the next game or somewhere down the line, but hopefully not when we play them.
To be fair, yes, we are looking at in those regards. You're looking at City capitalizing on every game coming forward until they meet even Arsenal. That being said, the next game is against Liverpool, a team on the up. Their resurgence is well fought for. So like Liverpool did win 4-1 against Newcastle this weekend.
Mind you, from behind.
So yeah. Newcastle scored 1 goal and then Liverpool said we'll take it from here.
You got Ketike said.
Ketike said we did that. He tried one chip and it's like, okay, now I'm serious. now let me score for him.
A very, very, very good player. You kind of wonder, man, what's going to happen when Isak eventually comes back? And then you're like, we bought you for 150 mil, but look,
but the guy for half your price.
The guy for half the price. I mean, he cemented his position now. Unfortunately, you got injured and then this happened and whatnot. To be
fair, even without even if you remove the injury time and everything, even the time that they were both available, both fit, both ready to play. I mean, I'm no manager. Don't get me wrong, but from what I've seen, Ketike is a straightforward answer.
Absolutely.
I'm not seeing a rational decision based off of gameplay. Although I said based off of gameplay specifically, the board can say other things and those things will be valid because they've got to justify that 150 million price tag, right? But in game time, Ketike is definitely that position is his. It should be his.
He's worked hard.
It's worked hard for it, and they
Generally, even
deserve
after, even after the incident, I believe it was in the League Cup, if I'm not mistaken, when he took off it, took out the red. Yeah,
Well,
yeah, the yellow.
this
But
season, what's happening? People bring off their shirts, and are they forgetting that this is the second one, or
Sometimes I don't know.
is it the heat of the moment, and you're just like,
I just don't understand. I genuinely think professional footballers sometimes can just be like, I don't think that they think correctly sometimes. I don't know how it works. For example, someone like Nico Williams today,
yeah.
saving with his hand in an era where there's like around almost 50 cameras around the stadium.
And especially the ones for good like technology, there's even more there.
They're
So,
bound,
like,
they're bound to catch you, man. They're gonna catch you. The moment you do it, it's done. It's wrapped for you. Red card, penalty, double whammy for the team. Why even do that? But you know what? As I said, sometimes footballers they just baffle me. But speaking of Liverpool, you're looking at them now. I think a good challenge for them would be playing City at
Anfield.
At Anfield, and what can you show? This City has shown that they're capable of losing, very much so.
there's a few chinks in the armor,
Yeah,
and
not a few. I think more than a few. I think that team is not well balanced, and City are very much at risk of going. It might be a hot take, but they're very much at risk of going trophyless this year. I fully believe that. Premier League, I think it's too much for them. I think Arsenal are gonna go away. That's my opinion. I think Arsenal.
Champions League.
Champions League, I don't think there's. I don't think so.
far.
I don't think they're going very far.
Yeah,
unless Haaland gets back to his goal scoring form, then maybe he can get you out of a tough
maybe. But I think the way even the team is playing right now as a whole, I think there's also a reason why Haaland isn't scoring that many goals because he's not getting that many chances. You know, back in the day when even Haaland went on that drought for 2 games, De Bruyne will come back and serve him 6 chances the next game. He's bound to score 2 or 3. You know, but right now they're coming in a little bit few and far in between, so it's a little bit difficult. Yeah, but you're looking at the Champions League is very tough as well. Carabao Cup, I generally think
50-50.
no. I generally think it's between who wins against Chelsea and Arsenal. Between whoever wins that game wins the trophy. That's my opinion as well.
I guess we'll know on Tuesday then.
We'll find out, and then we'll know the Carabao Cup winner on Tuesday. FA Cup, coin toss that one. You never know, but you know City always get a light draw every time. Every time they get a light, like they get the low and real teams at home every single time. That's why they're winning 10-0 out here, 10-1.
That's when Haaland is busy start party.
Oh no,
He didn't even score.
He did score actually.
Anyway,
I forgot about that.
for him. But yes, Liverpool are facing these guys, and they're looking at Liverpool are similar up now. Form has changed. Only one loss in the last how many games? Almost 10 games.
That come to
Honestly, if I was a Liverpool fan right now, I'd say this is the best time to face Man City. Like you mentioned, they're at home, and then B, they're on the up, and City is looking a bit shaky. So this is Liverpool's best chance to at least show their fans that they're still hungry for this. They're still fighting for something.
What I've liked is at least when they've played Arsenal, is that they've actually I think that sense of pride, still knowing that you're the Premier League champions, they have shown that they're hard to beat, and they actually generally go for the game. So I'm hoping that they can do that as well at City. But even just going back to that game, mind you, it was a scruffy goal, but I believe that was great for Konate, as he lost of his father there, and even how Alisson ran like straight up, because just a couple of years back it's the same, pretty much he went to the same loss, of course. RIP for that as well. So I think that was beautiful. That's goes transcends the game, and it was good to see. He generally was quite emotional about that, and that's a good thing. So I believe I would actually honestly say that they have a better chance of winning the Champions League than Man City. I see Liverpool actually making a run of sorts. It depends on who they play come the quarters and the semis, but I think they're well set to have a say in who wins the Champions League this year.
Yeah.
To be fair, if that happens, and it's not season
Yeah,
insane.
no, absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
You're looking at it from that angle, yeah, as well. I think they're not too focused on the league
Yeah,
at the moment. I think you're gonna put the eggs in that basket. I think they're gonna put their eggs in that by the time the Champions League
that's
basket.
what I was seeing. Yeah, it's even if we did call him a flop at the beginning, he does have the talent, Wirtz, and it just takes a while for somebody to settle in the league. And I think with the run of form he has, and probably taking that into the Champions League, and Nakatike score, you just need, as long as your top players are firing, you have a shot. And there's no or gentleman like defending at the back there. You have a chance.
Yeah. You know what? We'll have to wait and see how that works out for Liverpool as well. But they are looking a lot more dangerous again, which is interesting to see. Actually, you can turn this around. Can't he? Now we move on to the next game. Obviously, we had very many games to see this weekend, but I've got 2 more games that I'm going to speak about, and these 2 games are quite entertaining, each for their own reasons. We're going to start off at Old Trafford, Manchester United versus Fulham. Guys, I keep on telling you guys, we enjoy entertaining every Netherlands. I feel like this is the 3rd time this season now that United will be winning, let a team equalize, and then score them immediately after. We did that against Liverpool. We're winning 1-0, equalized 1-1. We scored them immediately after 2-1. Won the game 2-1. Arsenal, same thing. Winning 2-1. Then equalized to 2-2. Scored them immediately after for 3-2.
At this point, we might ask you guys whether you've got the kick-off glitch.
Maybe you're not the kick off good.
It's like guys are missing a goal. I'd let them score. Yeah. When you kick off, we're back in.
Right back. Let them score so we can get the next one. It's all chess here, man. Chess moves. Same thing happened to Fulham. Scored 2-2. Well, to be fair, there are 2 goals down. Brought it back to 2-2. How demoralizing is it to get to now concede the again?
Yeah.
It's so deflating from the NFL. Kills
the
you.
team. Kills
Yeah, if there was, I mean, you can't really pick and choose when you're behind, but really with the amount of added time that was left, I still felt there was another goal. Like if there's a time to score an equalizer, would be at the back end of 9 minutes. I don't know, but you're away, and this is United, and
and you
Carrick has that triple time gene in I knew this was not going to end well.
The thing is that to be fair, yes, I think United the first half good, steady. Everything okay. Second half started okay. Fulham a little bit, starting to play football now and getting on into that good opportunities. We score the second one now to deflate them now with that. Mm-hmm. But then again, there was that moment of this is the Premier League again. A moment where the 2 passes and 1 overhead pass into the midfield completely destroyed the press. This was when Ugarte now was in the field. Ugarte was in this.
This is where they've used an agent.
I even not.
No, you defend as a unit.
No, I kid you not.
Yeah, and you are.
I kid you not.
Only as strong as your weakest.
I wish I took a picture. While I was watching the game, I saw Ugarte coming in, and I was like, "It's the 75th minute. So winning 2-0." Mm-hmm. But God is my witness. I said, "Watch these guys equalize now." 2-2. This is 2-2 looking me in the face. I don't know whether this guy is cursed or maybe he's just not good. Whichever one it is.
2 things can be true.
It could be both. Double whammy.
He's cursed and not good. Then why are you getting cursed, bro? What did you do, man? But anyway, you know what? Whatever happens. Move in. Penalty. A little bit of a unfortunate one because obviously Maguire is going in to block the shot. Mm-hmm. Obviously Raul Jimenez takes the shot. It is saved. Sander Lammers again had a really, really good game. Really good goalkeeper with a promising future. Only 23 years old of age as well. Mm-hmm. But then they get a penalty. They score the penalty. And then it being the Premier League and it being Man United, you're like, okay, this is basically 2-2 now. I mean, it's 2-1, but they're going to score.
Yeah, 1 goal deficit.
What I was hoping for at that moment was please score the 2-2 early so that we have
time to...
Yeah, exactly. Yes. That's what I was hoping for. I was like, so and then they scored it, and I was like, okay, 90-second.
We have time.
We got time now. And literally the next attack, goal.
Mhm.
And might I add, Bruno Fernandes, guys.
It's on fire.
Bruno Fernandes. I mean, you guys know I've been talking about him for a while. And I keep on telling people we remember him fondly much better than they do now.
Mhm.
But again, it goes to show you right now, in this world, there is no playmaker that is better than Bruno Fernandes in Europe. There is none. There's no one you can look into putting up the numbers or anything of his output right now.
Yeah, if we're saying numbers, sure.
Yeah.
If it's solely numbers and
But that
solely-
is
but no,
it
at the
is
end of the day,
that
it is what we're supposed-
is the game.
Yeah.
Because if you were put at number 10 position,
Uh-huh.
what am I gonna judge you on? Am I gonna judge you on your stepovers? Your aesthetically pleasing football style? No. I'm gonna judge you on whether you create chances, whether you score chances. You know what? How do you help your team?
Mhm.
And in that aspect, Bruno has been for the last 6 years been up there with the best.
To be up with the best, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't disagree.
And right now, he is the best in that regard. There is no one better than him right now. Who else brings up goals and assists as much as Zidane's right now?
For some reason, as much as nothing's coming to my mind right now, I just can't agree with you.
And I'd say no, that's
No,
it's like you
This guy's just like,
Yeah.
I can't see anyone, but nah.
But no, I can't be true.
No, guys, listen.
it's true.
You are allowed to dislike the guy, but you can also appreciate that what he's doing right now. No one else is.
To be fair, he is playing very, very well. And this is something like this is his. I feel like this is how he always plays whenever he's on good form, even in the past couple of years. So in terms of like him being up there in terms of the best, I completely agree with you. Even with I thought you were actually doing more along the lines of him being a fulcrum of your team. Because we mentioned this before as well, right? When you guys weren't doing too well, Bruno was also not on his game.
Yeah.
As soon as Bruno started locking in,
Yeah.
you guys now are looking like a different team altogether. I was even going to mention something else earlier where I was like, ever since Carrick became your manager, I've been seeing a lot more of this tiki-taka that's going on that I had not
Bruno
seen.
Cunha, sure.
I had not
Bruno,
seen
no,
this happening
Cunha,
before.
Bruno.
You know, I was thinking back and I was like, these players had this quality before. Okay, Bruno definitely.
But
Bruno
guys,
definitely.
but I've
like-
been preaching this for the longest time, guys. You know, guys, it's basic 1+1. You know, because there's no way. I keep on telling you, the quality of those players was not reflected on the table. It was not.
That's what I'm saying. For me, it kind of gave me a different perspective to see how much Amorim did not get the best out of his players.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically,
It's all about platforming your players
Long
to
story
get the-
short. Because you guys are
Come
looking
on,
like
man.
no. To be fair, they are looking like a different team, and I'm not just talking about winning or scoring goals. That's one thing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that is the important thing.
Yes,
No
yes,
matter how you do it, but it's as a lover of the game, it's exciting to see when they do it well.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I don't care about Arsenal winning games as a pieces, but when I see a team that is, I'm sorry, I had to do that on the side. But when I see the way Man U are scoring the goals recently, as much as the Red Devils are of our rivals, or so in historical or whatever it is, right? I don't like Man U, right? But the last couple of games, I've enjoyed seeing your goals. I'm like the Dorgo goal today, even like with Cunha's goal as well. I look and I'm like, you know what? I have to admit that's fair play. That's fantastic play, right? Yeah. And I think the only difference that has happened is Carrick.
Yes.
Nothing.
freedom to play.
Freedom to play, the freedom.
Freedom to express yourself.
Exactly, and we love to see that.
In football, that is the best thing you can ask for. As a football player, being given that freedom to express yourself fully is like literally the shackles are off. Play. And I kept on saying it from the beginning. You can, if you want to watch all the episodes early on, go and watch them. I told you, if we look man for man, I told you, we're up there with the best squads in the league. It's just that, guys, it's not looking. It's not looking because the manager ain't doing the guys well.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not the system.
The manager is saying it's not the system, but I'm out here. I'm looking. I'm like, guys. I'm well aware of what Cunha can do in the Premier League. I'm well aware of what Mbeumo can do in the Premier League. I know what Bruno can do in the Premier League. You decided to play in DM, bro. Yeah, and that's one of the best number 10s in the Europe. You're playing in CDM. Oh.
And the funny part is, we also know what Ugarte can do, but you're still in the team.
Ahead of who? Mine. What Mine has done in these last 3 games, mind you. Every time I see Manu do something on the pitch, and I'm like, bro, Amorim tried to convince us. He gaslight us. That
Who's the first to
this
play?
guy just said, yo, Amorim, Mino, he was like, Amorim just said, Mino ain't good enough, man. And he was like, he can't play because he's competing for the spot with Bruno Fernandes.
They don't play the same position.
To Amorim.
But you know what?
Amorim,
I'm not a manager.
because Amorim decided to put Bruno.
I know. I know what I'm saying. But
What he wanted to
makes
do
sense.
was Bruno is going to collect the ball from the goalkeeper. Why are you putting that guy? I mean, he can do that job for you there still, but you're not getting the best.
Yeah.
Are you getting the best out of him in that? And you also his weaknesses, you're just gonna put them bare for everyone to see that he's not a good defender. It's not what he does. So that being said, obviously United still on the up. Good win against Fulham. We have Tottenham next, and you need to compound on that. You need to keep. Let's see if we can. I mean, it took Carrick 3 games to win 3 games in a row. It took Amorim 47. Guys, let's take that in. Let's just deep that a little bit. Think about that stat there.
Wow. That comparison is crazy.
A Manchester United manager, 47 games to go to win 3 games. Just 3
In a row.
Mind you, that squad is better than at least 14 of the other
20
of the
teams.
of the other 19 teams. At least.
I think even more than 14.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. At least.
At least 14.
I'm giving you that at least, so whoever has the benefit of the doubt of the other top 6 teams, you can enjoy yourself. Go and argue with your wall.
Bruh, generally, like, what I think even helps people, because I don't know, maybe people can't fathom how, like, crazy that stat is, because 47 games
It's more than a season.
is way more than a season.
It's a season
And all you have
9
to do-
games.
Yeah.
A season and 9 games.
It may not even have been from the beginning of Amorim's tenure, but if you just look at, I forget his name, but the United fan who hasn't cut his hair.
Oh,
That's how long.
That's a visual description of how long it has been.
You look at it and say, this guy said he's not gonna shave his hair until United win 5 in a row. The last time, United right now are 7 games unbeaten in the league. The last time that happened was 3 or 4 years. Yeah, you kind of look at it. A big team like United, man. It's the simple things. Sometimes people can be really stubborn, but you look at it in the sense that because maybe people on a higher, place. Like you're looking at Amorim and you're like, I'll not give him the benefit of the doubt because I've never managed a football club.
True.
Maybe he knows things but what I was saying before is the Carrick is now doing and we're winning. So should I have been paid the 10 million that Amorim?
Yeah, I wish.
Maybe I should have gotten the job instead. Because what is happening, man?
Yeah.
But enough about Amorim. That guy is on holiday. Enough about him. Hopefully United can keep winning. That's all I want. That's all I need. Keep winning and see where we end the season. 1 game a week, 14 games left. Do your best. Casemiro, farewell. This guy is doing Matchday.
Then what? 5 goals, right?
He's on 5 goals. Just one behind Gyökeres. And this guy doesn't take penalties. And he's basically there, my dude.
Casemiro has been available for quite a while, hasn't he? Has he had a long injury?
Yeah, that's easily, yes.
Is this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
I
don't think the injury conversation overpowers the fact that it's a CBM compared to a striker.
I think like even Marino might even have it. Marino has how many goals?
Probably around 5 there, but not in the Prem though. I believe in the Prem.
I think he has 5 all competitions, but I think it's with 3 or 4, maybe 3.
No, these days, come on, we just talked about United and playing with freedom. Man United CDM is not a traditional CDM.
Is
Marino traditional CDM.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying these days what are positions really? If you truly
No, what we're not. This guy.
let's stop with the popular there. Anyway, hopefully, there will be a debate about whether Carrick will be given the job at the end of the season. Let's see how well he can take this. I think beat Tottenham, conversations are going to start a little bit more. We still have to play Liverpool at home and Chelsea away. Those are 2 big games. If he can get points out of those, and if we can get United to finish in the top 4,
that's
solid
top 4
Champions League,
I mean, to be fair though,
I know we've all United fans have been bitten through that, like the Ole Gunnar, like that, like his era. To be fair, it wasn't all bad. We in his first full season, we finished second behind Man City, and you were looking now to compound onto that. But we made a mistake. We all know that we should have signed a CDM that year, and we went on to get Ronaldo instead because he was available, understandably so.
I don't think that was a good decision.
It wasn't. In hindsight, obviously,
It was a very. I would say it was more of like an emotional kind of thing. It was for the plot.
literally, man. But it is what it is. We're not going to do much about that. But let's see whether Carrick will be given a shot at the end of the season, depending on how it goes. Because, you never know. You never know.
True.
Yeah. But we had another interesting game. Chelsea versus West Ham. Seems like you guys like to entertain the league as well, huh? Down to 3-2.
I like to entertain the league. We also like to tell you guys what to do in your games. So yeah,
Because context. Anytime Chelsea loses, United loses. Every time Chelsea wins, United wins. So the fact that Chelsea won their game, I was pretty much confident going to the Fulham game.
No, mind you, now I think they started to see that we're catching on to the you win, I win. You lose, I lose. So like, oh, okay. 3-2. 3-2.
Exactly.
And we keep pushing.
And make sure the games are entertaining. And
down to the wire.
Yeah, down to the wire. 90 plus goals.
Last year, 90 plus goals are being done. But
yeah.
With Chelsea,
Wait, before you do a deep dive into Chelsea, that first half was
that's exactly what I was noting.
horrendous.
So I was supposed to say, you mentioned gentleman defending earlier, and that was a prime example of it. I don't understand what happened with Benoit Badiashile. But my nemesis.
My nemesis. That's your Ugarte.
That's our Ugarte. To be honest, that is our Ugarte. As you were speaking here, I was just in my mind. I was just thinking, Badiashile.
Oh my God!
And then Gerald Hato are playing a left back, and
Alejandro
Garnacho at left.
Unfortunately, today we don't have Kimathi to, do his thing. But
honestly, that entire left side, it wasn't just one. Garnacho has his things. We know what he does.
The entire left side was just dead.
The entire left side was
paralyzed. As if he had a stroke.
Literally. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was having a game of his life, about half of his life.
The thing is,
that guy saw how porous we are there.
You know what? Wan-Bissaka actually loves when Garnacho is playing ball. I think this guy, when United played it against Wan-Bissaka last season, he won man of the match. Do you know why? Because Garnacho was on that wing.
Left side.
We lost to West Ham at home because of Garnacho, bro. I never forget it, bro.
And the thing is, we almost lost because of Garnacho as well, and because of Badiashile. And yes, the may slipped up there for a bit, but we move on.
that was yeah.
But yeah. But on the other hand, besides all of these mistakes that were happening, like, once again, like I always said, I don't know what Liam is trying, but I'm really hoping that he saw very clearly what happens when you play with Badiashile in the centre back and Garnacho, because I loved his reaction to it. He
subs at half
time. The changing room came out and just said, "I hope you guys know what's happening." That entire left side, João Pedro on for Garnizi, and then Cucurella, of course, on for Hato, and Fofana on for Badiashile. And what a change that made. All those players I mentioned were all on the score sheet at the end of the day.
You've got to have a proactive mindset.
Exactly. And this is some of the things that Enzo Maresca was, well, at least we had pain points about what he was doing. There were sometimes it's like in a game he panics and then he like ridiculous changes. But Leon seems to be cool, calm, and composed. This isn't the first game where this has happened. There's been other games where he's made some very crucial changes that have changed the game. But yeah, either way, we love to see it. João Pedro is on some kind of run. Some would say that he's
are these purple patches?
Some would say that his pre-season wonders have come back.
The pre-season wonder. But you know what?
Can go ahead.
Yes, Chelsea. I think Rossini has, as I mentioned before, is he gonna win the games you expect him to win? He beat Napoli in the midweek, and I was surprised with that one actually.
Yeah, to be fair.
Guys, I hope you guys here at Father Back, we don't promote gambling.
I know what you're doing with this.
but
And
just during the week, if you went and got that 18 match parlay,
It's a game parlay.
you know, that,
play to you.
you know, people were really close to generational wealth around these parts. But
Let's say that.
let's just say that. But you know, let down by some individuals.
Yeah.
Mbappe. You know?
Yes. Some goalkeepers started scoring here last 10 minutes of the game.
And people's financial stability is on the line. Guys don't understand, bro. People put wages that no goalkeeper will score. Easy money. Easy money. Last kick of the game, yo. Oh.
Actually,
But no, we'll be there next time.
Speaking of Champions League, something very interesting happened that was very good for Chelsea supporters. So when we won the Club World Cup, Jamie Carragher said a lot of things. One of the things that he did say was that that was a useless trophy. There's no competition there. The winners of the 4 top leagues were all there. But Chelsea have gone on to beat the winners of Liga, to beat the winners of Spain, and to beat the winners of the Serie A.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah, all in that same one season.
Yeah.
So, I guess
Yeah, that's something.
I'm waiting for Jimmy Carragher's response.
You know,
I'm waiting for Jimmy's response. Man.
to be fair. So wait, this is where football is funny. And I always go back to it. It doesn't really matter until it has to matter, bro. Because you could face that Napoli again in the final and lose.
That's very, very true.
Football is a funny sport, man. It's just you never know what could happen. But then again, I still was surprised that you guys beat Napoli. Like I didn't expect that, and I was like, you know what? That's actually very interesting. I'm okay. Good up to Liam Bazunia and the boys, you know. And he's actually, because I didn't expect him to start this well, to be honest. Based off of what I had seen and what I'd heard, I wasn't seeing it. Is it a new manager bounce? Again, just the same way I say with Carrick, you gotta wait and see.
So yeah, exactly. For that, we gotta wait and see. But even if there's a new manager bounce, I'm not complaining about it, right? And either you are you, right? So like, there's, I don't know, it's interesting. Some of the things we were joking about or fearing about with Liam Rosinya about, whether he'd be able to be a good manager tactically. I feel like he's shown some very good tactical decisions. Clearly the Lego building exercises are also working because the team seems to be able to have a lot more cohesion.
Mind you, I think that, let's even get to that. With the Lego team building, I would say definitely added, at least in terms of reactions and being able to back each other up, it added at least maybe 5 or 10 seconds. Because in that game, there was a second or two there where one of your players, I think, may have seen his life flash.
He had fought it back. We do not condone nor promote violence. But what we saw in that game, you know who in his right mind is trying to beef up Adama Traore? Who? Is Jean Pedro okay? Because I think he pushed him and then he's like, oh, what have I done?
First of all, it's one thing to, fine, the heat of the moment is want to push him, sure. The thing is, had he just forgotten the same mind of a goldfish? He just saw his boy get tossed to the side,
like
and then he then proceeds to go.
He got tossed as if he's just like a shopping bag or something, bro. Like with potatoes inside or oranges. He was picked up and thrown like this. Kukurela didn't even try and get up and be mad. Because he's like, I know who's just done that to me. I ain't even going to try and beat him. Like, I get it.
Mind you, it's Spanish. He knows Adamo.
Yeah. And then João Pedro goes and pushes him. That time, this guy is fuming, man. So Adama Traore turns around, is like, who just done that?
Like,
you? You know how it like...
I was looking.
That's why I was walking, and then that the soundtrack has been put on the end. This is the end. Oh my! That Skyfall, man. Oh my! You really don't want to be fired on that.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that position. You don't want to be in that position at all. And as much as I'm a Chelsea supporter, we know that Cucurella likes to
He's a rage baiter.
Start some fires.
He's a rage
He's a
baiter.
fantastic rage baiter. In fact, he does it very, very well. That should be added to FIFA because you have a play style plus for it. Because the way he always just knows how to push people just enough for them to collect a yellow card
Or a red card.
or a red card or a second yellow, whatever it is.
I remember
Just
the
enough
time
for them to
someone
get punished.
pulled his hand. I
Yeah.
don't know who it was. It fella.
There's a reason why this guy doesn't tie his
I
head.
was like, this someone. He pissed him off, and he's like, "Yo, man."
I'll never let you. Kukurea felt that one strand being pulled and he threw himself back.
And yeah, but pulling hair is painful. Talking about hair, guys, you might realize that my hair is shorter now. You know, I'm trying to promote that guy to also cut his hair.
I mean, I was cutting my hair after 3 minutes.
I was wondering, did you have a different target in mind?
Yeah, I think that was more realistic.
Yeah.
I had to cut my hair.
You know, 3 wins, bro. You even had dreads. How long were you waiting?
No, he was about to push it to 5, and then he saw the second half. Spurs and Man City. He's like, hey, let me get this over and done. I'm not sure what they'll do to us next week.
I might not cut my hair.
Who knows? Let me just carry right now. Maybe if we go on a 10-winning game streak, maybe I'll do Mbolimo, bro. Who knows?
So clip.
Ah!
First of all, clip that. Second of all,
I didn't say I would do
for
it.
a while. Said maybe.
This I would do it. I said maybe.
So let me ask you, what here is scaring you more? The potential of you pulling a Mbwemo, or are you scared that Manu might actually get 10 wins and you have to do it?
If United actually get 10 wins in a row, I'll be happy. But
That's the cost. That's the cost.
Let's say as your friend, be careful what you say now. Like, if they get 10 wins, I'll do this.
I can't be happy. But those guys don't know me, but they don't know me. They won't think about me when I'm struggling.
They won't be there.
Bro, you know how cold it is out here in Vancouver? With a bald head, yo.
Step out and just be feeling the wind, the years, bro.
Nah, I can't be having that. I can't be having that. But yeah, Chelsea, really good from them.
It was a good comeback. It was good to see the hustle. Good to see that there's still a lot of fight.
You know what? Let's see. You know, with the Premier League, it's because you never know with these teams like Chelsea, United, and Liverpool and the Tottenhams. It's those games like now Chelsea is gonna face Wolves next weekend, and you're like, should be an easy win.
Should be.
And then you just see some weird scoreline like 2-0, bro, and you're like, what?
Well, again, it's coming to that point in the season where you don't necessarily want to play, especially when they still can survive. If it's mathematically. Mathematically, it's still possible. Obviously, it's not going to happen. I think it's more
not expected, but
at least you're starting to see these teams putting up more of a fight than they would early in the season. The Wolves, the West Hams of the world, definitely West Ham. But yeah, it's going to be a tricky game, mind you. They've actually, if you look back, they've been quite unlucky, and most games, losses. Yes, they've had the fair share of like some heavy losses here and there, but with most teams, if I recall, even when they played against us, they gave us a run for our money. And I think if you go in there, I believe there was not necessarily sure which game it was, but it may have been the games right after when you played Arsenal, when I think you walked in thinking, was it Leeds? I believe it was Leeds. You walked in thinking you're coming to collect 3 points. Hey, no.
It was Leeds, but we'll see. Because like now with with Wolves, for example, the reverse fixture was what? Was it 3-1, 4-3 something? That's the one. That's the one where Garnbirzi and Pedro. Basically, basically, my point is we've already seen a tactic that may work. Now, I do not want to rely on Garnese for anything, or Pedro Neto for that matter, because that form that he was on in the beginning of the season.
Two feathers from the same bed, man. Like,
no, shoot. Yeah, what you can do, maybe
you
can ask Madueke what he did last time, because apparently he likes to play against Wolves too.
Oh yeah, so
guys, if you haven't seen that clip of Madueke trying to score a goal in the Champions League and his ball ending up here in the west coast of Canada, genuinely, I think he hit a bird with that shot, man. Tyrone, if you can put up that clip, please show these people what Madueke was doing. Because we don't understand what target he was seeing for that ball to go like that. But you know what?
either here nor there. You know, it is what it is. But I think you guys should win.
I think we should win, but we're also at that position now in the league where we absolutely have to win. I know we said that some games you better win, whatever it is, even if like you're expected to win, whatever it is. But in this case, we actually have no choice because for us to stay in this game, and the game I'm talking about is not winning the league, but rather being in the top 4 at least for Champions League next season. For us to do that, we have to win these games. Man U and Liverpool are right there. And the thing is that we keep doing the same thing. We all keep.
Oh, you know, you meant to be right there.
Yeah. So but the thing is that we can't lose because then if we both lose, we lose Liverpool.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
But I think it's gonna be there will be a time where one loses and one wins. It just depends on who is going to be the one to capitalize.
Yeah, it's gonna be inevitable. I just hope it won't be done against Wolves. That should be very
you know, you have Wolves, but United was also playing Tottenham at the time. So it's gonna be United's playing Tottenham and City's playing Liverpool. So you have a chance now.
So the chance, yeah. This is a must-win game
for you to now get
to capitalize.
And because United is a point ahead of you, and you're thinking you need to go 2 points ahead if United lose. If United draw, you wanna go a point ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
So
that's wrong.
You have all of those variables there, so it remains to be seen. But since we're here, might as well talk about the predictions. You know, Arsenal. What do you guys have over the weekend?
We have Sunderland at home. This is after we decide who wins the Carabao.
Oh yes, that's Tuesday.
I would say hopefully another clean sheet. So I'll say 2-0 to Arsenal. And I'll put a little bit more pressure on City to get a result in the Etihad. So I'd say 2-0 to Arsenal.
What is the result of the reverse fixture?
I believe we beat them, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was by 1 goal. Yeah, Stadium. Yeah, I think it was 1 goal or
that was
actually no. That was
all right. Where Raya did some funny things.
Robbie.
Yes, that's why I really because I remember you guys did struggle more than expected against them before.
That was when they were on quite a good run of form, but still, it's going to be a difficult game. But I think with us at home, let's see, seeing hopefully a positive result in the week. So I think that should get us over the line. Just by sheer numbers, honestly. If it doesn't work with Gyok throwing Jesus, throwing Eze, I think we get over the line. And in worst case, you know what we can do as well with
corners.
It's looking like a threat.
It's not even a secret weapon. It's your main weapon.
Yeah. So I think that should be enough too.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think they win, but I don't think they keep a 3. I think probably I think he causes havoc there.
To be,
you know, when you guys face a striker who's just physical, you know, like proper physical. You know, United, the way they played is like, we're not even gonna bother with you two centre backs. We're not coming there. We're shooting from our way out here, man. You guys defend there. We're gonna take our chances from out here. Robbie is the opposite of that. He relishes the opportunity to be very physical. Now, whether that's will go well with the likes of Gabriel and Saliba. If they have a good game, Robbie is doing nothing. But if even one of them just slips up, you know Robbie's gonna capitalize on that. But I think that Arsenal still win regardless. I'd say 2 or 3-1.
Yeah, I'm thinking you guys win as well. I was wrong last week. I thought you guys wouldn't keep a clean sheet against Leeds. Here we are now. So as much as I based on the previous fixture, I think that Sunderland might still give you a little bit of a challenge, but I'm thinking that most likely you guys will win 2-0 or something like that. Yeah.
All right, next game. Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford.
Are you playing before or after Chelsea?
Before.
This is the first game in about.
Okay, because I was going to I might as well predict the two Scotlands.
But let's do Chelsea's first and then whatever that one is.
It's United playing first. We're actually playing here in Canada in PST, Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be 4:30 a.m. on Saturday.
At Old Trafford, I'd say I think you win that game. You know what? I'll keep this goal scoring record. You guys got at 4-3. This is a game where it's either going to be a barren affair, or
It's
this
not,
way
it's not,
just
it's
going?
not gonna be bad.
Yeah,
United, United,
at the end Tottenham. That's
United have gone only 2 games this season where they've not
scoring.
scored.
mm-hmm.
Everton and Arsenal the first game.
So I'd say yeah.
So everyone
4-3, 4-3 United. I'm not where Spurs' goals are coming from. I guess Van de Ven and Romero, but yeah, 4-3
I
United.
mean, you know, at this point, maybe for Spurs' goals, maybe Solanke might still have some compound being in, but I doubt that's gonna happen because, yeah, no, it's not City. This is United.
Yeah, I also think this moment in time.
What kind of statement is that?
But I also think United might have a little bit too much in terms of like our midfield, the way it's playing right now, and our attack. It's going to be a problem for Tottenham. I don't think they have anyone who's gonna be able to mark Ahmad, Mbeumo, and Kun. Yeah. And then Bruno playing the way he is now, he's bound to create chances. And Šeško coming off the bench as well. That's good because Šeško hit the post today as well. He could have got another goal as well. So you're looking at those.
Definitely.
The firepower is there. It's as well. Tottenham have been very, very, very poor in front of goal this season as well in terms of like from their forwards. So is United going to capitalize on that? I think if United score first, they have a good chance of winning that game. And like I heard this before. Listen to me. They have a good chance. I'm going to say this. We scored first at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and then we brought on Ugarte. I kid you not, we conceded 2 goals.
Also, just like
this week.
So we started losing 2-1. We had to equalize the last minutes. The header from Delete. I remember. Very annoying game, by the way. I just don't know why. Because Romero got a knock today, but it's not anything serious. That being said, yo, Ugarte, man.
But it's most likely means he'll be a sub down at some point. So you're just hoping that it's at least a 3-goal.
Why should he be so?
No, but the plus side, Romero has a knock.
No, but on the plus side for them, Casemiro has 7 days to relax. So no, there's nothing else they're doing in third week.
Even if you have a knock, you just play, bro. You're better than me.
You play with the knock, you still be better.
Yeah, play with the knock, man. Generally, no disrespect to Leati, bro.
He's a professional. That's what he did. He doesn't finish that statement.
No disrespect to Leati. You know, he's probably a lovely guy, man. You know, but bro, your football, man, is not up to United standards. That's just my opinion. Football is an opinionated, sport. You probably hate me for saying that. If you ever watch this, but man, oh man, I think more majority of United fans would agree with me. That being said, I feel like this game, man. Oh man, I think I'm gonna go for another 2-2 draw, man.
About 2-2 draw?
Yeah.
I would love that. Because I'm hoping that Chelsea will win.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't love that just in case the reverse happens and now you guys become the trendsetter.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen.
We draw to you.
I'm not drawing to Wolves, bro. You can do this if we're playing against a better team.
Wow. It happens.
It does happen. It does happen. But anyway, I think you guys will do what you usually do. Most of your games, which is band for band, and end the game with a 1-goal difference.
From 3.
Yeah, so 1-goal difference with what? 5 goals, 7 goals, something like that.
No, that's the same league, guys.
But yeah, I'm thinking probably like a 3-2 or something. That's how the game's gonna end. Yeah.
Okay. 2 United?
Yeah, United, yeah. I don't think Spurs are beating Newcastle.
Interesting. Chelsea versus Wolves. I think it's a unanimous decision that we think they're gonna win.
Yeah, I think Chelsea are gonna win. Probably thinking polite 2-0.
What about? I think I agree with that. I would say 3-0 actually, maybe even. The
reverse? Oh,
yeah. But now I think there's a really big game people are looking at for, apart from the United and Tottenham game. We have Man City versus Liverpool.
Man, I was about to say Liverpool's looking forward to the Man Tottenham game.
Fair, that's fair.
I mean, it's a game,
yeah, it's a big game.
It really is. It's just this reaction of those players.
But to be fair, it is. I'd say the bigger game is Liverpool versus not all games. Big games are big games, but there's some that are bigger than others.
It's big to who? It's big to you.
Yeah, that's true. I would say, I mean, this obviously is my perspective. Yes, still trying to be objective. I generally think that Liverpool can actually beat City. I'm saying definitely
That can
yeah, but yeah, generally speaking from even this last game with Spurs, so I'm gonna go with 2-1 to Liverpool.
Let's hope. Is that done?
Yeah, that feel 2-1.
I'm going 3-1 to Liverpool.
I'm also going 2-1 to Liverpool, but I'm really hoping that that doesn't happen. And I'm like realistically, I think it's going to be 2-1. I'm just hoping that the pride that Man City have will not allow themselves to lose to a competitor they've been having for the past 4 years. Like for the league, that's been the only competitor, that's been the only challenger, right? So that rivalry, realistic challenger. Let's be serious.
So being second behind by 1 point is not challenging for the league. I'm what's
That was 3 seasons ago, right?
2 seasons ago.
Yeah. 3-2, whatever. Doesn't make a difference.
Fair enough.
Either way, fine. Liverpool have actually won one in that period of time, right? And fine. Arsenal are also there, whatever it is. But like this, we're talking about Liverpool and Man City.
There's more
There's something there's a history there, and I feel like I'm hoping that Man City's pride will kick in and like they'll actually fight for something here, not just fall apart like how they've been falling apart in some of these games, like against Spurs.
Yeah, I think the issue is that goes both ways, and one or the other.
That's
the
also
team do at home, so that as
The thing is, regardless, when the way City plays and the way Liverpool play, they might be a really high scoring game. Might as well the days Sane and Mane, those Sane and Bobby, Mane, Sane, Sterling, Salah. Well, those are the days that the game used to be like wow,
proper.
proper. For me now, miss those days. But I think this time around maybe Liverpool might have just a little bit more than City might be able to handle. But if Haaland, again, it's late here. But if Erling Haaland does wake up, maybe who knows? Maybe City will do something that we don't expect them to do. But that has been it for our episode. Yeah, love the episode. Great weekend. Great things to talk about. We can't wait for next weekend for you guys to join us and watch what we have to say about that game week. With that being said, our sponsors, we'll always appreciate them. We're gonna have the links at the bottom of the page as you go there. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe, comment, share, like. All positives, that's what we're looking for here. Positive energy, that's what we need. That's what we want. All of it. And with that, we've been chilling. Valid.